Are you looking for the great escape, the place in the world that you feel welcome, that's affordable, that's fun, that's got adventure and joy and prosperity waiting for you? Someplace different than where you are right now, someplace that might make you feel more at home and welcome. Well, I got news for you. There's plenty of great places, some great safe places that you can feel warm and welcomed and live a much better quality, best life of adventure, freedom, and satisfaction. Where are they? Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Ken Krell, and I left the United States in 2009 to travel the world to make it my personal playground. After the disastrous economic crash that took away everything I had economically, I decided it was time for a change, and I left the U.S. and moved to Thailand. Stayed in Thailand for about 10 years, and then it became even more nomadic. Spent some time in Australia, and have been traveling the world ever since. And I'll tell you what, it's much easier than you may think. Let's talk first about the 5 top countries that are, we would say, the most favorable for LGBTQ plus digital nomads, and frankly, for the rest of you all if you don't fit that category. Now, we might get into a discussion about what is the most popular, what is the most affordable, what is the most gay-friendly and gay-welcoming, but I'll tell you what, we put together this list, and I'm happy to have a discussion and an argument. Put this in the chat below, engage with us, and let us know how you feel about our top picks. Number 1 is Portugal. I've been a fan of Portugal for so many years, have loved it, although I can tell you that over the past few years, prices have gone quite a bit up because of the expats that have been leaving the United States and other parts of the world for Portugal, because it has got great beaches. The food is terrific. The people are fantastic. The culture is incredible. It's the only part of Europe, I understand, that it was not bombed during World War II, because they played both sides of the game. They were kind of like a Switzerland, and they didn't get all their beautiful buildings bombed out by during the war. So we love Portugal. Gay-friendly, gay marriages has been approved for many years. Digital nomad visas have been improved over the years as well. It's a great location within Europe to be able to travel around. We love Portugal. And let's not forget that you're not thinking just about Lisbon. You've got Porto, which is one of my favorite cities in the world. It's absolutely stunning. You've got the Algarve. You've got so many different places. And I'll tell you, I think the best chocolate cake I've ever eaten in the world was in Portugal. That deserves to be counted. Number 2 on the list is Spain. Since 2005, they've had gay marriage. That's pretty great. Affordable, but not quite as affordable as Portugal. You've got great cities with great culture like Mexico City and, of course, Barcelona. I personally love Valencia. I could go on and on about the incredible culture of Spain as well. Certainly proximity is good. Also, climate is fantastic. Spain is a huge contender. Hits the 2nd spot on our list. Number 3 is Mexico. Great proximity, great weather, great people, fabulous food, all things wrapped up into one. Gay marriage since 2022. Certainly affordability, proximity, time zone wise, makes things so much easier than dealing with the European time zone or an Asia time zone if you're working with the United States. So all in all, Mexico is a great option, and certainly a big expat community, so you don't feel that you are alone or out of your element. Yes, you will have a different language to contend with, as you would have in Spain or Portugal. So you are going to want to learn the language. But guess what? Mexico, great choice. A solid number 3 on our list. Number 4 on our list is Canada. Great proximity to the United States, of course. Fabulous people. You've got your Bloody Caesar, which is, I don't usually drink, but my favorite drink to have is the Bloody Caesar. If you're not sure what it is, Google it. A great gay ski week at Whistler every single year. Wonderful people, great country. Not as inexpensive, certainly, as there are other options we've talked about. And they don't have a specific digital nomad visa, but there are some workarounds. Gay marriage approved since 2005, a very wonderful country. It does get cold in the wintertime. I've spent a lot of time in Canada over the years. Yes, it gets cold where you actually have to plug the car into the electricity to keep the engine block warm so that things don't freeze. That's not throughout Canada, but certainly if you're in Moose Jaw or Thunder Bay or some of those other areas. But the Canadians are a welcoming, wonderful, loving people. Couldn't say more about my enthusiasm for Canada. Vancouver, one of my favorite cities in the world. Toronto, runner-up on that. But other parts of Canada are so incredible. So I'd absolutely recommend Canada to be put on your list, even if it's just for a few months a year, summertime, and enjoy. Canada, a solid 4 on our list. Rounding out our top 5 is the Netherlands. Since 2001, the first country on the planet to approve gay marriage. That stands for a lot. Now, it is not an inexpensive country, so we got to be mindful of that. But proximity, of course, in Europe is terrific. Amsterdam is legendary for its social life. Let's leave it there. So absolutely top contender for the fifth spot in our top 5 of the places that you want to consider, both for becoming a digital nomad, as well as it's really a place to hang out for quite a bit of time. So those are our top 5. But I know there's going to be a debate about these, so let's take care of some of our runners-up. And there's a solid list of runners-up. Let's get to them right now. Number 1, Thailand. One of my favorite countries in the world. Moved there in 2009, spent 10 years in Thailand, just got back actually from Thailand just a couple of days ago. I love Thailand because, frankly, they are incredibly gay-friendly in most of the country. It's super, super, super affordable. Best food in the world. I've said this many times that Thai food is so good they named a country after it. Proximity in Asia gives you a great ability to move around on very inexpensive and very quick flights, so that's another great plus. Super duper culture, wonderful people. They love you no matter what age you are, which stands for a lot. Healthcare is outstanding, absolutely outstanding, and gay marriage should be approved. It is approved, should be into law within the next few weeks, actually. So we're talking about a fantastic opportunity for you in Thailand. Absolutely go. Just came back from Thailand a couple of days ago, and when I flew into Bangkok about a week or so earlier, it was just after the election, so I flew in that Tuesday night. When I got into immigration, and I've told the story before, I was pretty devastated from the election, but when I got to the actual immigration area, and there's different places you have to walk through to get through immigration, at each one of the stands, there was a rainbow-colored sticker that welcomed the LGBTQ community to Thailand. And the person that was at immigration, she wouldn't let me take a picture of it because you can't take photos there, but it was a welcome home. If you are coming to a country, you want to come to a country where you feel loved and accepted, a sign there saying welcome home to us, it brought me to tears. Thailand, number 1 on my list, number 6 rather, in our list of the top 10. Next on our runners-up is Taiwan. And how could we ever forget about Taiwan? Taiwan was the first country in Asia to legalize gay marriage. They are incredibly gay-friendly. They're an incredible country, fabulous food, great culture, a terrific new digital nomad visa that's just been put in place this month, and Nymphia Wind, winning RuPaul's Drag Race, but more than that, was asked to perform at the presidential palace in Taipei by the president of Taiwan. Now that stands for a whole lot when you have a drag queen performing at the freaking presidential palace. Taiwan, put it on your list. Largest gay pride parade in all of Asia. It is a solid number in our top 10 for sure. Runner up on the top 5. Go to Taiwan. On our contenders list, number 10 goes to Costa Rica. 2021, they approved gay marriage. They've been very gay friendly along the way. You've got some terrific culture. You've got some very good food. Proximity again to North America certainly is right there. This is Central America, same time zone as the United States, which makes it super easy to do business with the U.S. If you go down to the Central Pacific Coast to Manuel Antonio, it's a stunning national park. There's some gay resorts in Costa Rica. All in all, another great option. Digital nomad visas available to you, very affordable as well if you want to be in that part of the world. Again, you'll speak Spanish. But you can get by if you don't know Spanish. I lived there for 6 months and had no real problem getting along. Internet has dramatically improved since I lived there back years ago. But Costa Rica, absolutely solid in our top 10 in the runners-up. What country in South America approved gay marriage in 2013? Uruguay. Yes, it's on our top 10 list. Great culture. Proximity, again, time zone-wise, is terrific. Affordable, great culture. Now, Uruguay does not have a digital nomad visa per se, but you can stay up to 6 months and there's ability to extend. So it does fit beautifully for both slow-mads, regular digital nomads, and probably even expats as well. So consider Uruguay certainly for another great option. And rounding out our honorable mentions is Argentina. Don't cry for them. In 2010, they were the first Latin American country to approve gay marriage. Yay! And of course, you've got famous BA, Buenos Aires. It's a phenomenal city, a great country, so much to see, so much to do, incredible food down in Argentina. The economy has been friendly to the US dollar, certainly if you're working on American money. They do have their own economic challenges, which is to our advantage as coming in as expats and digital nomads. Argentina, once again, same similar time zone for if you're doing business in North America, which makes it so much easier than if you're in Asia, which is hard, trust me, or in Europe. So those are some of your options, but that's your top 10, all of those put together. And I'm going to tell you, you can't go wrong with any of them. So once again, our top 5 are Spain, Portugal, Mexico, Canada, the Netherlands, and on our honorable mentions, we have Thailand, we have Taipei, or Taiwan rather, we have Uruguay, we have Argentina, and I'm forgetting one other one, Costa Rica. There you go. So there's your top 10, and I'll tell you what. Does this make sense for you? Here's your call to action. Take the digital nomad quiz and see whether or not being a digital nomad actually makes sense for you and something you can resonate with. Go to digitalnomadvisa.com. It's absolutely free. 12 questions which will answer really your digital nomad and expat attitude. Is it right for you? The number one thing you should know is that whether it's right for you right now or not, the ability for you to travel the world and make it your playground gives you the control to know that you're not stuck in any one place at any one time. You have the ability to make the world your playground. It's super cool. It's super awesome. For example, 3 weeks ago, I was in Japan for a conference. I then went to Thailand to get my annual physical done in Bangkok. And then I went to Pattaya to visit friends. If you like the beach, moreover, if you like gay go-go boys, you'll love Pattaya. Certainly if you're an older gay man. I won't say that I fit that category, but in any event, super fun and super wonderful. Now I'm in Orlando, Florida for a conference. We'll head to Miami to see my mom, and then we'll be heading down to Colombia. And Colombia, another great place to go. Medellin and other areas are super places to go and visit. And here's the thing, the world's your playground. If you structure your life in a way where your income can work with you, and it can be on your own terms, particularly if you're working remotely or you have your own business, and there's so many ways we can support you with that here at the Pride Nomad Letter. What I want you to understand is you can do it on your terms. So take the Digital Nomad quiz, see if it works for you. You'll get a complimentary subscription to the Pride Nomad Letter, which comes out every single Tuesday. It's free. It's awesome. I write it. And we also have stories and tips and strategies about how to really make the world your own personal playground and live and support the location-independent lifestyle that you deserve. Whether you're concerned with safety, whether you're worried about healthcare, if you're worried about how to manage loneliness on the road, how do you deal with relationships, where do you get your mail, all these things we cover in the newsletter every single week. Not everything every week, but you get the idea. And stories, of course, from our readers as to how they're navigating the world and making it their own safe place to be able to enjoy the lifestyle that most people only dream about. You don't have to dream anymore. You can make it a reality. So quickly, right now, go to digitalnomadquiz.com, take the quiz, 12 easy questions. We'll get you your own subscription to the Pride Nomad Letter, and let's see if this works for you.